Now listen to this. Somebody told me, they said, Terry, what you do is art. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, he said, you're a good drummer. You know a lot about Led Zeppelin. Everybody loves Led Zeppelin and John Bonham. You're funny, you got charisma. And what else did he say? Oh, and you do a lot of sometimes funny and sometimes bizarre stuff. He goes, that's art. And I thought to myself, I'm like, yeah. I guess, what if looking back, what if what happens is I'm the Andy Warhol of like bizarro drummers in their videos talking about stuff? What if like suddenly a bunch come after me that are really good, like in a subset of like a new thing we don't understand, YouTube, right? Seriously, like what if there's a teeny little genre, like this might be sort of like a, you see like Live at Daryl's or the Copeland thing, like there's an intimacy. Everybody loves, music, right? So if there's a musician, everyone gives, what happens? When you're a musician, when you play in bands or drums or, when you play out, people give you like, people look at you a certain way. It's just a teensy change that occurs in people. I swear to God. And, well, maybe that'll make videos like this kind of attractive. Like, well, here's this guitar player or drummer who thinks he knows what he's talking about, like in his parents' basement. But it's kind of funny. Well, what if like one comes right after me, then another, and then another, and then another, and I'm then considered like the Andy Warhol? That'd be cool. Anyway, so buy my CD. That's what I'm saying. What if I seriously, 8 years from now, they're like, and then this guy out of nowhere, Terry Keating, started putting comedy with drum playing. And after that was, Laurel Scheinman and Benny O'Hara and, Sharon McKinney. And they had some great YouTube, let's talk about the drum stuff. Somebody might be talking about Keith Moon. Somebody might be talking about, now who should I throw in there? Well, you might have like a Steve Gadd guy. Like, imagine this. Like, what if I was really, really good and also talked about Gadd? If I could play, like, if I had a channel like this, if I was a really, really good jazz player with a lot of chops, and instead of Led Zeppelin, the band was Steely Dan, and I was really, really good. There's a lot of people out there, musicians, drummers, that don't like my videos because I'm not that good technically. I mean, I'm not. But like, why should that freaking guy have a channel? But my point is this. If I could play really, really well, and did like Steely Dan, a lot of people do love Steely Dan. That might be a really, really good channel, sort of like a more upscale channel. Like on that one, the ads might be for like wine and cigars, you know what I mean? Versus mine now, which I think are for like, the end of society is coming. Do you have enough, in your kit of survival in the basement? Honest to God, I see those videos. Anyway, so again, back to my scheme, what if I'm an Andy Warhol? Like 6 years from now, you're going to be like, man, I wish I bought that CD. An actual signed one goes for $150 on eBay. Ha! Anyway. Seriously. Anyway, so how can I amuse you? Let's do this. So here we are in this it's an art form. My friend said that I think it's actually art. And this is my palette. Look at this. Like this almost, imagine this photograph. I mean, at some point in the future, what if this is like Keating behind his drums, 2017. Before he's savagely attacked by a disgruntled Led Zeppelin fan. All right, so here we go. Let's do stuff. So then I play. I've been trying to get my technique up and running. I've really been trying to get my left hand going. I've been trying to switch from, I'd always played German. Okay, now I have the shakes a little because I do have a familial tremor. This is not Dem Coke. I know that's funny in that other video. There's no Dem Coke. What it is I just kind of have Dem tremors, okay? It's a familial, it's not as bad my right hand. But my left hand, anyway, so I've had to switch my grip. I've always relied on a German, like a force like, to more of a French. But I do notice when I was doing doubles, I'm trying to work my doubles up, bear with me here, to a more closed, but then what happens is when I get really closed, I used to go, see on my left hand it even sounds differently. versus this. See how I even like make little mistakes? Like I'll get a few of these. Like it really is, I think, made my playing sloppier when I play like that. But if I switch it to this, God, that better sound better. See, I'm trying to get those with my German. They'd sound funny and too light, and look at how crazy that is. But then, so... Well, what would Andy Warhol play? He probably liked CBGBs, right? I'm Andy Warhol. So that would be really cool, though. What if I get, like, small time big? You know what I mean? Small time big. Like, yeah. You know, he got up to, like, 330,000 subscribers on YouTube. Respectable. Anyway, so I'm getting there. And also, I said this in a video that I made actually earlier today. Check out Groove Drummond's channel. I'm sure pretty much everybody here has seen it, who my regulars, I'm sure all have. I'm sure they're watching him before they watch mine because I came after he did, I think. But check out Groove Drummond. He's a great Zeppelin guy and he has a hell of a lot better technique than I do. And then there's Kick It Like Bonham, who used to be Mr. Mojo Rising 7 or 20 or something, or 27. He's now Kick It Like Bonham. He plays now in Led Zepp again. Super nice guy. I can't think of his first name. I know it. Like, we're friends on Facebook. Gosh darn it. I think we're friends then. Maybe we're not. Anyway. So, he's really good, and he sure knows how to tune his drums like Bonham. He kicks it like Bonham, but he tunes like Bonham. So watch his videos. He's very accurate. Remember, at some point I will make my own tuning video, and a video that I said that before, but it's going to take a little while. But for now, definitely watch his. Well, actually, I don't know how I didn't watch how he actually shows how he tunes. In all fairness, I'm sure he shows well. But I do know the sounds he gets, even on that Amber Vistalite, which I said before, it is a reissue, so it has, in my opinion, the higher quality acrylic. You know, the acrylic way back in the day was really brittle and cracked, and I think the original, to me, Vislites didn't really sound all that hot. Anyway, he does a great job tuning, so check him out. Kick It Like Bonham. Anyway, so keep coming back. More videos on the way. God, what else did I want to... Oh, I'm still selling stuff on eBay. Okay, so Kingish. Seller Kingish, which is like the word king with ISH at the end. Okay, so that's it. Coming along with selling stuff and then more videos on the way. Thank you.
This video brought to you by Terry Keating Greatest Hits. Look for it on eBay.